Hello, everyone. Welcome to your channel. Um, okay, I am truly glad you found your way here today. I was just sitting here thinking about how much I appreciate the honesty you all bring to this space. I read your messages and I see the way you support one another in the comments. It really creates a beautiful, grounded energy. So, whether you are back again or just arriving for the first time, thank you for bringing your awareness here. It is a privilege to share this moment of reflection with you. The silence is ending, and you can feel it. You can really feel it. It is like a sudden shift in the atmospheric pressure right before a storm breaks. That quiet, heavy weight you have been carrying in the back of your throat is starting to crack, and you know deep down that once this door opens, there is no going back to the way things were. For a long time, you might have felt like you had to hold your breath, like you had to keep your true self tightly locked away just to keep your world from falling apart. But the truth is coming out now, not because you are forcing it, but because it has simply become too powerful, too massive to stay hidden any longer. Stop for a moment and just breathe into that realization. You are standing on the edge of a version of yourself that can no longer be contained. You might notice that the masks you've worn to stay safe, to stay liked, to stay invisible, they are beginning to burn. It is an intense heat, a persistent fire that demands your attention. You might be recognizing that the power of authenticity is taking over your entire reality, and it is a strange, disorienting sensation when the structures you use for protection start to feel like a cage. You might be noticing that your feelings can't be hidden anymore. Even when you try to swallow them back down, they rise up with a clarity that surprises you. It is as if your inner architect is finally refusing to build on a foundation of secrets or half-truths. It is as if your soul is tired of the performance and the truth is demanding to be seen right here in the now. Does this resonate with what you have been feeling lately? This sense that the walls you built to keep the peace are finally starting to dissolve? Let me know in the comments if you are noticing this shift in your own energy. It can feel frightening to realize that the old way of being quiet, the old way of accommodating everyone else's needs while ignoring your own, is no longer an option. You might be looking at your professional life or your closest relationships and seeing the gaps where you haven't been fully present, where you have been playing a part instead of living your life. But there is such a grounded strength in this realization, a sense that you are finally reclaiming your own voice. Slowly, slowly, you might feel a certain tension in your body as you realize that you can no longer pretend. You might notice that your heart beats a little faster when you are in rooms where you used to stay silent, because the truth is vibrating in your bones now. It is not about causing a scene. It is about the fact that your energy has changed so much that you can no longer fit into the small spaces you used to occupy. Have you noticed this internal shift? This quiet but firm decision to stop suppressing the parts of yourself that feel inconvenient to others. For some of you, this awareness can bring a wave of fear. You might be recognizing that as the silence ends, the dynamic of your entire reality begins to change. People who were used to your silence might not know how to handle your truth. They might miss the version of you that was easier to manage, but you are learning that their comfort is not your responsibility. Your only responsibility is to stay aligned with what is real. When the truth comes out, the static disappears. The noise of other people's opinions starts to fade into the background. You can finally hear your own intuition again. You can finally see the landscape of your life for what it actually is, without the fog of what you thought you should be. You are beginning to understand that authenticity is not a destination, it is a practice. It is the way you choose to show up in this exact moment. You might find yourself questioning every choice you have made up until this point, not out of regret, but out of a sudden, sharp clarity. You are looking at the walls of the life you've built and asking, is this really mine? Did I choose this or did I just accept it? Let me know in the comments if you are in that space of questioning right now, if you are feeling that need to strip away everything that isn't truly yours. This is the end of the silence within the self, the most dangerous kind of silence, the kind where you lie to yourself to keep the world happy. But that era is over. The truth is out, and it is beautiful, and it is heavy, and it is yours. The truth is out, and now you have to live with it. You are finding that feelings can't be hidden anymore. And while that brings a certain relief, it also brings a new kind of work, the work of the architect. You are no longer just observing the collapse of the old. You are beginning to feel the weight of the new. You might notice that your words carry more weight now. You aren't just speaking to fill the air. You are speaking to define your boundaries, to express your worth, to stand in your own power. It is not about being loud or aggressive. It is about the quiet certainty that comes when your inside matches your outside. It is the luxury of being yourself without apology. And that is a wealth that no one can take away from you. Does this speak to you, this feeling that being authentic is no longer a choice but the only way to breathe? Share your reflections in the comments. I truly value hearing how you are navigating these moments of clarity. In your professional life, you might be feeling a pull to do things differently, to stop following the scripts that were handed to you and to start trusting your own rhythm. You might be realizing that you can no longer work in environments that require you to leave your soul at the door. This isn't about a future promise. It is about a present intolerance for anything that feels fake, anything that feels like a lie. You are recognizing that silence was once a cage, but now it is becoming a choice, a space for reflection rather than a place to hide. You might find yourself sitting in rooms where you used to be quiet out of fear and realizing you are now quiet out of power because you no longer feel the need to explain or defend who you are. The truth is simply there. It is visible in your eyes. It is present in your posture. It is enough. For many of you, the most difficult part of this shift is the emotional honesty. You are admitting to yourself how you truly feel about the people in your life. You are admitting where you feel supported and where you feel drained. You are no longer willing to trade your peace for someone else's presence, and that can feel lonely at first. But it is a sacred kind of loneliness. It is the silence of a clean room, waiting for something real to enter. How does it feel to finally be honest with yourself about your own needs? Let me know in the comments if you are finding it hard or liberating to set these new boundaries. As you move through this, try to stay very present with the sensations in your body. You don't have to plan the next 10 steps. You don't have to know how the story ends or what people will say. You just have to stay grounded in the honesty of this exact moment. If you feel a no in your gut, honor it. If you feel a yes in your heart, follow it. You are building a life that is structurally sound because it is built on the truth of your own experience. You might notice a change in your finances or your resources as well. Not because of some magical intervention, but because you are no longer wasting energy on things that don't serve you. You are becoming more intentional, more focused, more disciplined. When you stop hiding, you stop leaking energy. You become a closed circuit of power. You are learning how to be the architect of your own peace, and that starts with ending the silence you kept within yourself. You are becoming someone who is no longer willing to compromise on their own soul. You are looking at the truth and you are not blinking. You are looking at your feelings and you are not running. This is the power of authenticity. It is the ability to stand in the middle of a shifting landscape and know exactly who you are. It is the ability to lose what needs to be lost so that you can keep what is real. You are realizing that the truth doesn't destroy your life. It only destroys what was already broken. It only washes away the sand so you can find the rock. Stay in this moment. Don't rush to the conclusion. Don't look for the exit. Just be here with the truth of your own presence. You are strong enough to carry this. You are wise enough to navigate this. And you are worthy of a life that feels as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. You are doing the work, the raw, honest work of being human. And it is an honor to witness it. I don't sell futures, I build architects. No predictions, just the raw truth for the tough ones. Stay magic, stay in the now.